Imagine losing everything: your family, your freedom, your home, your future. Imagine being sold like a piece of property, taken to a foreign land, and forced to start life all over again. Most people would have given up. Most people would have become bitter. Most people would have asked, "God, where are you?" But Joseph chose something different. And what happened next proves a powerful truth. When God has a purpose for your life, a pit cannot stop it. A betrayal cannot stop it. And even slavery cannot stop it. This is Joseph's story. After Joseph's brother sold him, the caravan traveled south into Egypt, far away from his father, far away from Benjamin, far away from everything he had ever known. Imagine the pain. Joseph was only a young man. He had done nothing wrong, yet he found himself in chains. And maybe someone listening today understands that feeling. Sometimes life places us in situations we never asked for, situations that seem unfair, situations that make us wonder why. Joseph must have had many questions, but one thing he never lost was his faith. When Joseph arrived in Egypt, he was sold again, this time to a man named Potiphar. Potiphar was not an ordinary man. He was an important Egyptian officer who served Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. He was powerful, respected, influential. To Joseph, this was just another stranger buying him as a servant. But God was already working behind the scenes, because the place where Joseph was sent would become the place where God began preparing him for greatness. The Bible says something remarkable. The Lord was with Joseph, not when he became rich, not when he became powerful, not when he became famous. The Lord was with Joseph while he was still a servant. This is a lesson many people miss. The presence of God does not mean the absence of problems. Many people think, if God is with me, life should be easy. But Joseph's life proves otherwise. God was with him in the pain. God was with him in the disappointment. God was with him in the struggle. And because God was with him, everything Joseph did began to prosper. Joseph could have spent every day complaining about what his brothers had done to him. Instead, he chose to be faithful where he was. He worked faithfully. He served faithfully. He remained trustworthy. Joseph could have become bitter. He could have stopped trying. He could have blamed everyone around him. But he didn't. And little by little, Potiphar began to notice. Joseph was different, responsible, honest, dependable. Before long, Potiphar placed Joseph in charge of his household. A servant had become a leader, not because of luck, not because of connections, but because of character. And here is a lesson we must never forget. The world celebrates talent, but God also values character. Talent is a gift from God. And the truth is, many people have been blessed with talents. Thousands of people may possess the same abilities you have today. Some can sing, some can teach, some can lead, some can create, some can inspire. But while talent may be shared by many, character is personal. Character is who you are when nobody is watching. Character is the honesty, humility, faithfulness, and integrity that guide your decisions. God gave Joseph the gift of dreams. But what made Joseph different was not only his gift, it was his character. Talent may get you noticed, but character determines whether you can be trusted. Talent opened doors for Joseph, but character prepared him for greater responsibility. Because God is not only interested in what you can do, He is also interested in who you are becoming. The world may applaud your talent, but God looks at your heart. And maybe someone listening today needs to hear this. You may not be where you want to be. You may feel forgotten. You may feel stuck. You may be working hard while nobody notices. But do not let your current position convince you that God has forgotten your future. Joseph was a servant, but God was preparing a ruler. Joseph was managing a household, but God was preparing him to manage a nation. Sometimes your current season is preparation for your next season. The place you are today may not be where you will remain forever. Keep showing up. Keep being faithful. Keep trusting God, because God's timing is often different from our timing. And when God is preparing something greater for your life, He is often preparing you first. Everything seemed to be improving. Joseph had survived betrayal. He had survived slavery. He had gained trust. He had gained favor. Life finally seemed to be getting better. But then, a new test arrived. A test that would change everything. A false accusation, a shocking lie, and a prison cell waiting in the darkness. The story was far from over, because in episode 4, we will discover how Joseph went from Potiphar's house to prison, and why sometimes doing the right thing can still lead to suffering. Remember this: your location does not determine your destiny. Your setbacks do not cancel God's plan, and your current struggle is not the end of your story. Because if God could bring Joseph from a pit to a palace, He can still write a greater chapter for your life. To be continued. Subscribe to Divine Chronicles for more biblical stories that inspire, teach, life lessons, and motivate.